Namaste, it's the Spiritual Daywalker, hashtag Schrodinger's cards, with your tarot card reading for the next new moon phase from 29th of June until 13th of July. This one will be a new moon in Cancer. So, Libra, it is how you relate to other people, about your family and friends, your family ties and stuff like that. Also, what support systems you need in your reality, right? This is very interesting for you, especially since you realize that life is more than you thought, right? You currently realize that magic is real and stuff like that. That I'm waving this Palo Santo around for a good reason, right? You believe in other things now. Things have shifted in your reality. So how do you interrelate with the people, the personal and social structures in your life, especially with people that not exactly believe what you believe in? I believe it's not so much, for you it's not so much about the family issues. It can be a family issue, yeah. It can be how do I deal with loved ones that haven't realized that I'm manifesting here, right? That like magic is real, that we just have to trust for things to go right so things can go right. It's also how do you interact with a society that's fundamentally built on a different belief, right? Because if you wholeheartedly engage into magic or into like trusting more that things are just working out, not needing to like over rationalize things so much anymore, then how, if your belief system changes like that, how do you interact with people, right? And how can you like do your job or whatever? Do you have to like switch careers? It can be quite pivotal, right? So this is going to be a fun reading. That being said, it's a general reading, so if the message doesn't resonate with you, feel free to drop the message. If it does resonate with you, drop a comment, like and subscribe. I'm going to use a method I call the DNA or helix spread. If you haven't checked out the introduction video, check it out. It's quite interesting. It's based on numerology and doubling patterns in reality, leaning on the Kabbalistic tree of life. So it's quite cognitive and over-rationalized, but I love the concept of it. Let's see where it takes us. What won't take us is a love reading. You know, if love comes up in the reading, that is on you because you're working with it. And it can be, since it's a new moon in Cancer, it's the 4th house, right? But life is a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I don't want you to project something into your reality that is not supposed to be there just because I say so, right? You don't need more neediness in your life, right? So that's why. Let's check it out, Libra. How we're going into this, what you are in right now. It's a mirror of your energy, right? It's a mirror of the lesson your soul is undertaking right now, is learning right now. So let's see how this works. We're going to first lay the spirit axis and then see how the world revolves around this. In the 0 is a Tower moment. Wow. So your soul is shifting like big time here. Very interesting. That's a spot of the 0 that is basically, well, Kether, so to speak, the crown chakra, right? The realization, the internal realization. Coming down into a 4 of Swords in reverse. In the center, there's a Father of Cups. And the 6 is the 3 of Cups. And the 10 on the bottom is the Mother of Cups in reverse. All right. That is interesting. So a Tower moment makes you mature from a Mother of Cups, which is very in touch with her emotions, but sometimes a little in their feels, into a Father of Cups, which is the one knowing that you have to sometimes voice your emotions and stand by them. Not only just feel into them and be truthful about them, right, and get the insight through them, but also they have to pour out in a sense. They have to be shared. They have a value. There is a value in sharing your emotions. That's what you're going to realize through a Tower moment, through something like pressuring you from the outside through an interaction, basically. It can be merely that that you have the feeling of not fitting in with the same people anymore, that like your surroundings are kind of pressuring you to make a decision on how you want to feel, on how you want to deal with those emotions. It can be something more pivotal. However, it's the tower moment right here is not very tangible. It's not something, it can be something happening to you on the outside, but it's in the soul spot right here. So it's basically an energetic thing that is coming from the outside, like your soul shifting through an energetic or more subtle influence, right? If shit just doesn't feel right anymore, and you're just like, fuck, why, how did I ever put up with this, right? This is such a bad influence, stuff like that. Or this is so suddenly making me feel shitty, and I have to move out of this. It can be a very positive thing. Like a tower is always a positive thing, right? So if for example, if you're getting like a negative impulse, instantly your own self-worth kicks in, and you be like, nah, fuck, I'm not putting up with this, and you don't take on the negative energy, but you move anyway. That's a good kind of tower moment. Let's see how the reality revolves around that. In the spot of the 1, there's the Father of Wands in reverse. In the spot of the 2, there's a 10 of Pentacles in reverse, balancing it. In the spot of the 4 and the 5, there's a 10 of Swords and a 5 of Swords in reverse, which is your challenge right here surrounding that Father of Cups. It's basically you getting out of your head. Interesting, right? And cutting ties or leaving behind some mindsets that are not serving you anymore. And it's a 5 and a 10, so it's a full completion, or it's the amplitude and the next step at the same time. It's like there's no coincidence there that it's a 5 and a 10 in that axis. That is basically your challenge on leveling up, spiritually leveling up, or then manifesting stuff coming down from the spiritual. In the spot of the 7, there's an 8 of Swords in reverse. In the spot of the 8, there's a 7 of Cups. That is interesting. So something is not exactly feeling right. It might be that you are, well, I kind of feel that you are growing into that Father of Cups. But the Mother of Cups energy can be someone confronting you with emotionality, with being very much in their feels and not exactly in control of their feelings, right? Just riding them like a wave and being sort of up and down and like a little moody and whatever, right? And you kind of dealing with that. That's how they confront you with your own part of this energy. Is like you getting moody through this also, right? So yes, you are in the Mother of Cups energy, but I kind of feel like it's triggered from the outside. It's getting you into a phase where you try to level your belief systems, right? 8 of Swords in reverse is where you realize where your belief systems have actually trapped you or kept you from leveling up, right? Where you were like, yeah. And on the other hand, there's the 7 of Cups is a card of not exactly deception. It's a card of bullshitting yourself about how you're truly feeling, right? And it seems to me like you're getting out of that 8 of Swords by accepting how you're truly feeling about. There's that card in the middle right there in the spot of the 6. There's a 3 of Cups. So it's about the company you keep, about people that feel emotionally off to you, and you getting out of your head about allegiances to them. And maybe my stomach says a little different, but it feels like you're coming out of a cage. You're coming out of that growth period, and realizing that your emotions are a good guide, especially when it comes to picking the right company. Right? And then you move up through the abyss right here, through that challenge, realizing that like Ten of Swords, like thinking will only get you so far. There's some things rearranging, some thoughts you are not entertaining anymore. You're listening more to how things feel for you, and that is gonna rearrange some shit for you. Very interesting though. Moving from the Five of Swords into a Father of Wands in reverse, from the Ten of Swords into a Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And this is all balanced by a Four of Swords, by trying to hang in there. Seems like you're hanging in something that you actually do not really want, but you're pretending that everything is fine. Because the Ten of Pentacles in reverse is like, that's an idea of stability and wealth and abundance not exactly working out, or a situation not feeling as stable as it should be. And on the other side, the Father of Wands, pretending that everything is fine, but it's in reverse, so it's not actually truthful. And it's kind of coming from a place of the Four of Swords, which is trying to hold on to certain mindsets that keep you sane, that keep you stable, right? So coming back to the thought that you realize something very grave about reality working in a different way, those mindsets, like this Four of Swords energy, is trying to make you not go insane, to not render you too incompatible with the life you're living right here. Very interesting though that some Tower moment is coming in. That's very interesting. Father of Cups. You are maturing into that Father of Cups. Staying on top of your feelings and also sharing your feelings about stuff, right? And then moving out of a lot of mind energy you don't need anymore, by having a lot of thoughts, right? But there's something that keeps you in some of those, right? No, not for long though. There is the Tower. Something is shifting in your reality. Spirit, please tell me something more about how this exactly relates, because it seems to me there's a little more in that. There is a little more in that. Coming from the Eight of Swords, there's something you think you have to want, but you actually not so happy about it. Right? It's like you're working for another one's goals. Does that make sense? It's like it's something that you are hanging in, you're working on, but it's not exactly your ideal picture of what you want to work on. And it seems like something from the outside is going to not only make you realize that, but also kind of come to your rescue. So it seems like you're shitting yourself about what you truly want and who you want to be with, how you want to interact with people, holding on to some mindsets to like make you compatible so you can work with the people, but something within you is very much in their feels about it, and realizing that this stability and the passion is delayed because you're struggling with the mindsets that you think you need to keep in place. And since these are related also, the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords, it's very much like the mindsets you think you need to keep to still be in that same company, right? And then communicating your emotions will get you out of those Four of Swords, right? So it's both. Like, it's a card, the Three of Cups is a card for community and communication, right? So if you value the community, you're going to get stuck in your head about the Four of Swords, about how to keep that community stable, how to balance the energies out. Once you're daring in that Father of Cups moment, right? You're daring to communicate how you truly feel about things not working out, about your true passion, whatever. That's when you dare to step out of the Four of Swords, dare to risk that the stability is sort of, that things are shifting, that things are kind of changing around you. Inside you, they already have changed. It seems like you're trying to make it work on the outside.